Hiya, and welcome to the first video edition of The Free Musician. And what I would like to talk to you about today is playing guitar and singing at the same time while you're singing into a microphone. Because it came as a big shock to me when I first started playing live that I can't just play like this, you know, looking at the fretboard and whatever, and then, oh, hang on, I've got to sing. Singing in my bedroom on my own is fine, I can just sing down here into my fretboard, but playing live is also, I mean, you want to be able to face the audience, you want to be able to sort of look at people and smile at people and whatever, and you can't do that if you're looking at your fretboard all the time. So I wanted to just give you a few maybe options for what to do if you're struggling a bit with this, because it really did fox me for a long time. I think I've nailed it now. But I'm really a pianist, and of course playing piano and doing it is kind of okay because you can just sort of glance down and it's not a problem, but guitar is a little more tricky. So basically you have a number of options. One of them is that you can make damn sure that everything you play, you never jump more than 1 fret or 2 frets or whatever, because basically you can feel what you're doing. You know, if I'm playing a chord and then I want to go down a fret, that's not a problem. That's really, really easy. But if I want to play that and then play that, then I might have a little difficulty with that because I'm taking it out of nowhere. It's fine if I'm looking at it, but if I make that jump sort of eyes away, you know, if I'm looking in another direction and I make that jump, it's all a little bit random, and you have to really, really concentrate in order to get that movement. And you may not necessarily have that concentration available when you've got a whole audience out there and it's you know, all the excitement and that kind of thing. So one of your best options is to find an inversion of a chord. So rather than going from, I don't know if you can see this, going from here, let's think about this, going from here to, yeah, that's it. Rather than going from here to here, you might want to go from here to here. There's a really good example. Because obviously, as you can see, that's over there, and if I were to do that without looking, I can do it, alright. But it's a little bit more tricky doing that than it is doing that. Which is just kind of neat. So just changing the inversions of your chords and where you put them on the fretboard can make an enormous difference with this. It makes it so much easier to play and sing when you're looking away from your fretboard. Another option you've got is to actually genuinely rewrite your song. Of course you can't do that if you're doing a cover. Another option you have is to just be really, really slow and careful. Just remember at that point in the song that that's what you're going to have to do. So for example, I have a song where I have to go, let's think about this, it's sort of, that's what it, yeah, it's a jump from here up to here. Now that jump, I actually can do it, it says. I can do it without looking, and what I want to sort of communicate to you is that you need to pause within yourself when you do that jump. You've got to remember that that's there and have a little bit of space and quiet in your mind when you do that, rather than just going for it, because if you go for it with any emotion or whatever, it's too delicate to be really upbeat and kind of about. You have to be slow and careful at that point. So you just got to remember when you get to that point of the song that something a little bit tricky and a little bit delicate is coming, and just be a little bit soft about how you do it. And of course that will influence how you sing as well at that point, and probably any other band members that are going around you. But that's cool, there's no problem with that, you know, it just adds another little dynamic to the song. The other option that you have is a little bit sneaky, and that's to change the way you sing it. So what you can do is you can sing something a beat or two later, or even a bar later, and what that does is it allows you to look down, make the chord change, look up again, start singing. And that It's another really sly thing. Or if you're playing on your own, or if you're playing something with big pauses in it, the other thing, you can literally just pause, you know, for dramatic effect, and try not to make it too obvious why you're doing it, you know, sort of looking down and scrabbling around for chords. But the pauses can be really, really dramatic, and there's no problem with them. You know, we think, oh, I've got to make that chord change and it somehow stay up like that. It's really not that important. You can pause for long periods of time. Think about some of your favourite players. I bet some of them use big pauses, especially when they do solo stuff. Yeah, I was quite pleased to discover all this. It's not quite as hard as it seems, and yeah, I hope some of this has been of some help to you. Take care, everyone. Bye.